Hi, it's Tom Callos here. I'm on the Kona side of the Big Island today, and I'm here to give you some no bullshit business advice. There's a lot of energy spent in our industry on the next cool promotion, how we're going to take advantage of this big feature film featuring karate and how much press it's going to give us. And it does. It can really increase people's awareness, and they'll call your school if the kids get enthused or the parents get enthused. But the real ultimate promotion of your school is that you live like a master teacher, that you look really deeply at what that is. Because it's not just teaching people how to fight or defend themselves. It's about something that radiates from your center, you know, the way you consume, the way you deal with art, the way you deal with conflict, the way you deal with your staff, the very way that you allow your school to be promoted in your community. It's all a reflection of your consciousness, yeah? And so the work, which is ideal because you are in an industry where, you know, the work you do to promote your school is the work you do to find your center. At least it can be. And it can be everything opposite of that. There are lots of martial arts teachers who get so caught up in the monetary aspects of running a school that they lose their center. They treat people around them poorly, or they start to collect all the accoutrements of the nouveau riche, you know, the car, the cigar, the ring, the watch, you know, and it's everything but that. When you create a practice in your life that grounds you as a master teacher, then it affects the people in your sphere of influence, your staff, your students, and they in turn affect people in their sphere of influence, and together as a team you start to have an impact on your community. And it's not your marketing in your community that should distinguish you. It's how you affect your community. And this is a very sophisticated approach because most people take a very just mechanical, you know, this many ads and you know, in this frequency saying these things. Some guy sent me a solicitation letter, said he writes $15,000 single pages of copy, like that's what it is, that's what will bring people to your school, and it's not that at all. You have to have decent sales stuff, and your words that you use in your text and your website should be, you know, well thought out, but there's no copy you're going to get that's going to make you a master teacher. There's no ad you can buy from a company. It has to be the way you live, and then when you get to that place, it's so good for you. It's so good for your children. It's so good for your friends. It's so good for your relationship. It's so good for your head. And when your head's in the right place and your heart's in the right place, it just has an effect on everybody around you, and that's the kind of leader you want to be. So for those of you who are looking to the industry for the next big flush of students, just wake up tomorrow morning and start living like a master. What you consume, what you eat, what your goals are, what's your intention with your school, what are you out to accomplish? I think that you have to find your center to be a good teacher, that you have to realize that it's about everybody but yourself, but it has to start with yourself. And you have to stop living a lie, and that is so hard to do. You know, do as I say, not as I do. It's hard, but it's no harder than training and learning a good kata or being a good fighter. It just takes repetition, focus, commitment, perseverance, all those things that the martial arts talk about, which our community should be talking about, but we don't give them enough evidence yet.